Hello, happy Saturday. How are you? I hope you're doing good. It's Jan here coming to you guys live a little later than normal. It has been a packed full of things to do day for me. But we'll touch on that in a little bit. But guys, I'm coming to you a little bit tonight. Some questions have come up to me recently, and I'm trying to, and my phone is falling down here. Sometimes this thing likes to have some muscle, and sometimes it's like, I think it's melting in the heat today. But I've had a few questions about some of these things come up here lately, and I'm just going to cover it for everybody. And there goes my doggone phone again. I'm going to have to prop it up or something here. And that's not going to work either. Yeah, well, life in the fast lane, right? Maybe. So guys, if you're getting on here with me live while I'm dinking around with my phone, if you can see a red live up in that corner, that means you're catching me live. I would love it if you would type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're catching me later on, it'll say was live up there. That just means you're catching me on Facebook replay. You can type replay in the comments. Please let me know where you're watching from. My name is Jan. I live in Southeast Nebraska. I love sharing things. I go live nearly every day, talking about different health points, things like that. Low carb to keto type lifestyle that my husband and I have been on for several years. And I realize that a lot of people are kind of maybe not in the dark, but don't have a ton of information about it. I remember when we started, I felt like I was lost and I was looking for information. So I decided, hey, Jimmy, hi, Sherry. I decided to start a group on Facebook called Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, where I could share this information. Sometimes I feel like Facebook hides things if we put too much information here. So I started this group where I share recipes, ideas, information about a more natural, healthier type life. Hey, Sherry, how are you guys? So, like I was saying, Terry, how are you? If you're not in that group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, I would love it if you would join us over there. You can drop group in the comments. I'm going to leave you a link in after your comment that you can tap and get on over there. It's kind of a process. Facebook doesn't make it easy, guys. So anyway, either that or you can search it in the search bar, okay? Hey, Donna. Hi, Sam. And just start typing in the search bar, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, yellow and blue banner, request to join, and I'd love to have you join me, okay? Join us. There's, and guys, if you're in there, please invite your friends and family. If you're making anything or you have any information to share, maybe from your journey so far, if you're making some of the recipes, if you find a recipe you love, share them in there. I would love to have more people. It doesn't have to be just me posting in there. I'd love to have more people posting in there what they're doing and what they're having successes with. Okay. Hey, Donna. So tonight I'm going to talk about let us talk lettuce, right? Little play on words in my title if you didn't catch that. Because if you go to the store, there are several different types of lettuce. Now, I didn't realize not all lettuces are created equal until I started doing a lot of looking into things, okay? So that's kind of what I'm going to talk about, guys, is just because it's green doesn't mean it's packed with nutrients, okay? So it's just, it is what it is. So we're going to talk about the things that are the most packed, and then I'm going to tell you just a few tips about maybe what to do to get maybe, a little bit more out of what you're eating. So, so the lettuces that are nutrient rich or have more nutrients in them, they're not just the filler, okay? And that's why you see when you go to a salad or a place that serves a salad bar or gives you a salad or something like that, it's mostly iceberg, okay? Hi, Cindy. Austin, thank you. They went for a ride in the side-by-side, but it's so hot out there. They didn't last long. The first one I'm going to talk about, guys, is romaine, okay? Now, I grabbed this tonight. My daughter and I did a booth at a vendor event today, and we were somewhere and Dave was at home. He was smoking meat for a friend, and we decided they were just going to hang out here. We had a little bit of reorganization to do on our stuff that we took to the vendor event. So I said, why don't you just have your husband and little boy come down? We'll eat dinner at our place and we'll get some stuff done. Hey, Cindy. So like I was saying, so we just stopped and I grabbed prepackaged. Guys, there's nothing wrong with the prepackaged stuff, okay? It's a little more expensive, I think, but it works, okay? We grabbed this classic romaine salad, okay? It's got a little bit of, what do I want to say, red cabbage, which red cabbage is wonderful, and carrots. Carrots are not keto. They're a little more on the carby side, but there's not a whole lot of carrots in there. Is this going to derail my low-carb way of life? No, probably not. So, romaine, okay? In a cup, which is a good handful, okay? It has about 1.5 net carbs, so not a lot. You can have a big romaine salad and not get a lot of carbs. It's high in vitamin A, vitamin K, folate, and even a little bit of vitamin C. And it's really crunchy, okay? It holds up well in a salad. I love romaine, I'm not gonna lie. I buy romaine hearts a lot of times and cut my own. I use romaine a lot of times for my wraps and stuff. Even though it's got that heavy core, I don't mind it that way. So when I buy it, I usually buy my own, just the romaine heart. So guys, if you're popping on here with me live, please let me know you're out there, okay? Now, another one that I don't use often, but it's a good option, is green leaf or red leaf lettuce, okay? It's got about 1 net carb per cup. It's loaded with vitamin K, vitamin A, and it's got good flavor, okay? And they're tender, but they're still nutritious. Now, that's the key to the greens, guys, is like romaine is more firm, and iceberg, or like these, they're more tender, so they don't, Dave always says, it's so hard, and it's not hard, it's just that it's more firm, okay? But that's the fiber in there that does you lots of good, okay? Hi, Nancy. So, red leaf and green leaf lettuce, you're gonna find in like a head. They're more like a bush type thing. They're not a formed head. They almost look like a flower, I guess, you know, if you buy the head, okay? Another one is like butterhead lettuce. That again is about a carb per cup. It's soft. It probably works better. Hi, Linda. Works better for like lettuce wraps and stuff. I just don't ever find it like I'd like to, okay? I actually am thinking about, my radishes are done right now, and I have, oh, Brian, I'm sorry that you're lost. I hope you find your way home. So I am thinking about planting some lettuce right now. If anybody's planted lettuce at this time of the year in Nebraska, if you could give me some feedback, will it do anything? Because I was kind of thinking about throwing some lettuce in where the radishes were done and trying to grow some of my own. I remember my mom growing lettuce when I was a kid, and she used to go out and cut it off, and she made a wilted lettuce salad. And you know what? I could kick myself because I loved it. I know there was vinegar in it, but I have no idea what else she put in it. And the other day I was thinking, oh man, that sounds really, really good. But I have no clue what she put in it. And I actually am going to reach out to some of my siblings and see if anybody remembers. So if anybody out there has done like a wilted lettuce salad where there's vinegar, she just cut the lettuce up, chopped it up, and I don't know what else was on it. I have no idea. So hi, Debbie. So, but that's a I call it a sweeter type lettuce. It's a soft lettuce, okay? Arugula, and I never say it right, sorry, is really low carb. It's a peppery, more spicy type green. I'm not fond of it myself. I can tell when it's in a salad. To me, it's bitter. But, you know, if you like it, It's a great, great green to get into your salads, okay? It's packed with antioxidants, calcium, and even iron in it, okay? Very nutrient dense. So it's a great option. If you like arugula, eat plenty of it, okay? Now, another thing I'm going to talk about that's green, it's not really a lettuce, but I'm throwing it in here anyway, okay, is spinach, okay? And it's often put into salads, okay? I do it myself. I love fresh spinach mixed in with the salad. It's very low in carbs too. It's only maybe a half of a carb in a cup. It's like almost superfood status, guys. High Bev, magnesium, iron, vitamin C, folate, and even more, okay? Spinach is amazing, okay? So those are the really good green lettuce type things that are great for you. Pack some great nutrients, okay? Now, let's talk about the one I said, these are not just filler, these are nutrient dense. The filler one. That's the classic iceberg, okay? I usually buy iceberg when other people are around because I'm never sure if they like the romaine or not. As you can see, this didn't get opened, but I will eat it through the week. Hi, Kelly. And there is carrots and red cabbage mixed in with this too. Hey, Lori, how are you? So, like I said, iceberg is a good filler. It's inexpensive, number one. It won't hurt your carb count, but it definitely doesn't have a whole lot else in it. It is about a net carb, 1 net carb per cup. It's crisp and hydrating, but very low in any vitamins and minerals. So it's just kind of a filler. But it's a great way, what you need, buddy. Mixing the two together. If you're not real fond of romaine and you love iceberg, try mixing the two together, okay? Gives you a little bit more of the goodness from the romaine. You still get the iceberg. And you know, it's always got great crunch. Iceberg lettuce is easy. It comes in the head. You know, you can easily cut it up for stuff like that. Or, like I said, you buy it like this. But if you're looking for nutrients, this is not where you're going to find them, okay? So, but if you want more, if you want to get the nutrients, if that's really, really what you're looking for, you want to go for the other ones that I mentioned, okay? And like I said, mixing them together, if you're not fond of some of those other ones, like arugula, I said it different, I think. I hate that word. I don't know who named it, but anyway. But it's a great way to throw. No, that is not my son. That's oh, let me think about this. It's my son-in-law's brother. Okay, so it's a great way to get, you know, nutrients in, is to mix in more. I mean, if you can eat them alone, that's the best way. But anyway, and then, like, guys, if you're just eating a salad and you really, you know, I mean, you can take iceberg and add to it, okay? Add, you know, the healthy fats. You know, make your own dressings. I've put a lot of dressing recipes in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, here recently. So if you've missed out on those, you need to get on over there. Zesty Italian dressing. I do my own ranch dressing. I just made a ranch dressing with Greek yogurt. I have my regular ranch dressing in there. I do a Russian dressing that we use a lot. There's lots of dressing recipes in there. So if you're looking to zip up a salad, you know, those olive oil based things, that's a great way. You know, and then what you add to it. Avocados is a great thing to throw on a salad. They're great benefits for you. Proteins of any kind, like a lot of times we'll have salmon, or we'll have a fish, or we'll have leftover taco meat or something like that, and I throw those on a salad, you know, and that just makes it a full meal. Okay, if you can get your protein in there, and then you've got your vegetables, and then throw on that dressing that's a good quality oil, those are really the basis of a low carb, high protein, high fat meal. Okay, so just really some simple guidelines. Hey, how are you? I was in Falls City last weekend. I was not. I I have a friend in Falls City, but anyway. So guys, that I hope that helps a little bit with the lettuce dilemma. Like I said, iceberg is okay, but to rely, we're not going to play bump and run right now, okay? But to rely solely on it for nutrients is not a great thing. If you can throw in some of the other, like the romaine, the butter lettuce, the green or red leaf, arugula, spinach, which isn't a lettuce, but it's still a good green. That's a great way. Now, something else that I do too, guys, is, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but spirulina, which is like a superfood in itself. I supplement with those too. When I feel like I'm not getting enough of my greens in, I supplement with the spirulina. Also protein, because there's protein in them. If you don't know what spirulina is and what it can do for your body, you really need to do a quick search on... You're a stinker tonight. You need to do a quick search on that. Hey Deb, how are you? Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of health benefits in it. And if you need to know more about it, message me. We can chat just a little bit. He's fine, Kyle. So anyway, like I was saying, kind of my tips tonight on if you're using lettuce, which one's the best and what maybe you can get more bang for your buck out of, or whatever I want to say, more bang as you bite, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. So I'd love to have you join us in the group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Today is one of those days, guys. I have been very thankful that we've had our supplements. We started early this morning. Like I said, my daughter and I went and did a booth all day long. I got home. I helped Dave finish up smoking all this meat. We had dinner, and yeah, here I am. It's 7:30 my time, and I've been on the go constantly. So I am ever thankful for the energy and the boost that I get from our duos. Now guys, if you're new to following me and you need to know what the duos are, drop duos in the comments. If you've been following me for a while and you keep saying, what is that stuff that she's drinking? Drop duos in the comments. I will let you know what it is, what it does for me, complete and utter disclosure of how much it's changed my life and my husband's. So I hope you guys will join us in the group though. Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Drop group in the comments if you need to get in there. And if you're in there, please share information and also invite your friends and family. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Smile. Pass that smile on. We'll talk later. Bye.